السلام عليكم يا ابطال، معاكم عمريوس ويلكم باك في سلسلة اساسن كريد فالهالا بعد ما خلصنا من سلسلة سايبر بانك. في الاسبوعين الاخيرين غطيت الكثير من لعبة اساسن كريد فالهالا ولعبة سايبر بانك، وبالفعل شفت الكثير من الدعم واللايكات، واتمنى تستمروا دائما في دعم القناة لاني اتعب عليها من جد. طبعا في الحلقة الماضية رجعنا رئيس عشيرة الغربان واللي هو سكرد، بس هو ايفار بينهم مشاكل. اتمنى ان الامور تصير ما بينهم تمام. تعالوا الحين نشوف ايش اللي راح يصير مع سكرد بعد ما رجعنا معانا. لا تنسوا تحطوا لايك المقطع. تعالوا نشوف.
Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden
Poor
ally.
fellow.
Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
يلا وينشستر، في حد هناك لازم نقابله.
This must be the house of their timid guard. They built him a rich dwelling.
هذه هي المنطقة. أنا نزلت على طول. كنيسة. هل هو هذا؟ اوكي ندخل كنيسة. ايوه هو هذا اللي لابس ابيض. مطوع هذا.
In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you have come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall, and God's servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was mighty indeed in defense of his God. He was a man of surpassing figure.
What were the deeds Manshur?
Quick of wit, oxen strong, as a lamb. God called Aelfirth to sit beside him.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God.
اوكي.
A Lord far known and
روح اقرا يعني عن السوالف مسيحية وكذا.
He rose from the dead. A nice trick and not easily done. آخر واحد هنا. Their God brings them light, just as Balder does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
اوكي بعد ما نقرا كذا عن السوالف هذه.
On the women are the riddles done.
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
خرف كذا لين نصير تمام. Follow the priest.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish when keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
واحدة وثني ومبتلش بالمسيح.
scares away the foul throngs. Make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama?
يعرف هذا.
Risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms.
كينج ألفريد.
The Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex.
صدمة.
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
والله صدمني.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead.
تريد
He
يقتلوه.
was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
هذا ملك ألفريد هو ماسك بريطانيا.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received
شخصية لكن الملك ألفريد ها؟
poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin ها؟
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the west gate. You may find something there.
تمام بدينا نتعامل مع ملك ألفريد.
Compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet,
Okay.
great king, but the day will come.
فكر على الباب لا أدخل عليه وشقه. وين ذكينا لك ده؟ زين لازم نروح لبيت جودوينز. طبعا بنحصل نفس المنطقة. شيء اكسايتد صراحة اني ابدا اشتغل مع ذا جريت كينج ألفريد المعروف ملك بريطانيا. هذا كيف ادخل بيته الحين؟ لازم بحصله هنا. في ناس هنا. انا عندي سلاح جديد اول مرة استخدمه. تمام. ايوه.
Sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
وين خذوا؟ خلنا نشوف أدلة.
Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks. Other guards destroying evidence.
من أشياء متضررة. من غرفتها فوق. أكيد في شيء صاير هنا.
Broken bowls, food scattered. They
Just
took him
luck.
by force. There must be
في
a
مفتاح.
garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
اوكي خذوا وينشستر ها؟ لازم نروح وينشستر يعني. Find and rescue Goodwin. اوكي. نفتح البوكس بس. 108 اور يعني شيء يستاهل. ايوه في باب.
I see you, little mice.
unlock.
The prisoners might know something. Thick walls and thicker guard.
طبعا هنا في مكان ننزل تحت في ability.
Thick walls and thicker
حصلناه.
guards.
Free
Day in
prisoner.
Winchester.
حصلنا
These are
جولدن.
strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodman. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So,
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before... Let's regroup beyond
خلاص صعدنا هذا. هذا فوق. هذا فوق. مات. في بوكس.
Reeve Selwyn ordered executions for petty theft and mudslinging. A husband and wife, to be carried out soon. Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
فتحنا الباب. الباب هنا.
Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
حصلنا الأغراض ماله. وفي ability هنا. ability upgraded. راح نجي عند هذا بعد ما ساعدناه.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite Reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled
Shit peddlers who have wormed their
هنا
way
جزء
into
نحصل
every
عليه
crevice of your country.
وقدامه.
Dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle.
بلا مرسي.
Well, Eivor, when our three heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
One calls himself the Quill. Our
المحبرة.
words his weapons.
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your bishop Aelfirth was the sixth.
Bugger.
6.
Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another Reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice, and this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn. Of course.
حاجب سلوين.
That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
خلاص عرفنا من. حصلنا سلوين اوردر ممبر انفيد. حلو. اوكي الحين وين حصل هذا؟ راح يكون هنا موجود. وينك يا صديقي؟ اها راح يعدمون مساكين. هو هذا مسكناه. هذا هو مشنقة ولا الثاني؟
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity.
مساكين شكلهم ما مسوين شيء.
Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her
والله
cup?
هانهم.
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
بعد شوف يمسك اي احد يعني ها.
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
لا اريد اتدخل بسرعة قبل قتلوه. لا لا لا. الحيوان هذا يعدم ناس بلا سبب وما ادري ايش. فيجي عمر كذا يصدمهم قدام كل حد. عذاب. شوف كيف كم طعنة اعطيته. ابلع. هنا اعطاه. تعال. انا قتلت ذيك بالغلط. ما كان قصدي. يا حول.
Selwyn punishes criminals.
He's the worst criminal of them all.
To Helmheim.
Halt!
وش هالشجرة؟
Perverter of justice. Who dares execute the king's noose?
جلاد
It is
الملك.
not in
ها؟
Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know.
You are only a man, Reeve. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree.
خنق معاهم. كفو. اعدام قوي كان له. ثانك يو اودن. خلصنا. خلصنا من الجلاد خلاص. ملك ألفريد هنا.
Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
Hello.
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Eivor? Yours and ours.
أكيد.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been
باقي المحبرة.
We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he is calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets.
أيوة.
Feral and untutored.
هذا عاد ياخذ الأطفال ويخرب مخهم.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death.
مسكينة.
Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Such a sad
بعطيها
story.
فلوس.
Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Cute.
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Talk to the girl. Tell the girl. Okay, hello. Questioning the children about. Okay.
Give back that apple.
Apple? I didn't scroll nothing. Get your hands off me, cowbrat.
Okay. خلينا نسأل الأطفال.
Godspeed. You'll set Winchester ablaze.
Roly-poly mutton man. You can't catch me.
Oh, God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Okay. هذا الطفل هنا.
You there, little cut purse.
Keep your beak out, nosy. I'm starving.
Find and speak to the girl.
What is that boy doing all the way up there?
If he falls, God will punish you.
اوكي في ولد فوق.
Go, my eyes.
وصلته. ضربت في الشجرة. هذه هي البنت.
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotna.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi!
خاف.
Wigbert! You great moon calf!
هي هذه.
Over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
هي هذه.
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. A hug and a dress, maybe?
Damn. ابلعوا كم طعنة، مليون طعنة.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help.
So you are not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats.
مجارير ها؟
Give him what you took. Maybe he can save us.
اعطيني حبيبي. Thank you. على المفتاح.
Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
من عيوني. The entrance to the hideout is through the sewers near the river. Near the river. ايش في يصرخ هذا؟ والله برجع اقتلك الحين. هناك تمام. في ريفر هنا. ايش خلينا نشوف، ما في شيء. ما في. تمام. ايوه في مدخل هنا. هذا هو المدخل. هذا المفتاح اللي اعطتني اياه. اوكي. شكله في اطفال داخل واجدين هنا. بالضبط مثل ما عرفت.
I didn't get nothing today. I'm going to marry King Alfred, but Majesty and he's going to whisk me away from all this.
مساكين اطفال مخينهم تحت.
And left me alone on the streets.
There's never enough food. I'm always starving.
شوف كيف والله معذبينهم هنا. اوكي هعذبكم والله. شوف كيف يطعنهم والله. ما في تنفس هذا السلاح، ما في تنفس. سلاح قوي. اوه ابلع ابلع. انزل. ايوه بنزل تحت. وصلت. ما في غير تفاح. لا.
Now, Elwyn. You have the wit that you and I possess.
قصت علي.
See the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
لا لا تجيبوا لي اطفال. اوكي عبالي بعد. اوكي دم معكرش هذا. take this. خلاص وين بعد؟ ثاني بعد راح فيها. تعالي تعالي تحت. لحظة ما في شيء هنا. بلع وحش. اوكي خلاص الحين نروح على هذه. والله شردت. وين رايحة؟ والله ينته. تعالي تعالي. ما فيش. وين رايحة؟ وين رايحة؟ وين رايحة؟ ها؟ وين رايحة؟ مع السلامة. نافق هذا. هذه اخي اسمها ريت والله ماخذ اطفال وتستغلهم.
Coward, using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man or woman.
ابى اشوف هذه كيف بتموت الحين.
When a child can only write his name in pig shit, or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart. I taught little Alwyn so much more, saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
ما اريد شيء انا. اريد انت تموتي الحين.
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it? Not their innocence.
صح والله. الموت.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
اوكي.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.
طول لي بعمركم. خلصنا من هذه الثلاثة. الحين نروح نشوف هذا. هاي نلتقي معاه هنا. وين هو؟
ايفار!
هذا هو.
Is this where Justice hides when she's tired?
Hides? Splood, no. This is a wake, my friend. A celebration to ease the quill on her way to eternal damnation.
You heard.
Hilda's were not the only eyes in Winchester. My spies tell me stories of an avenging angel striking down the unworthy.
I've been called worse.
Be thou hail, Ealdorbanna. That's Life Destroyer in our dialect.
I sat easy with my kinsbane, old honey waves alive in my horn, and my eyes on the door, expecting my death, yet unafraid.
You're quite safe with me, Dane. For now. If the mead is fresh and the air is cool, you may often find a friend even amongst your enemies.
صحيح.
What does a reeve do exactly, besides sniff around the king's coattails for the scent of praise?
I enforce and interpret the laws here. Not man's, but God's law. The natural laws that move...
Well, if that keeps you busy.
I must thank you before the ale dulls me. By cutting the order down to size, you have given England a hope of unity. It must be a sour apple to swallow, knowing that you are the last of Winchester's enemies.
Where is your king now?
Alfred is busy with the Ealdorman of Wessex. A Witten was lately called to discuss the little matter of a bishop's timely death.
Are you sure the Sikhs is dead?
The bishop is dead, that's certain. And if the bishop was the Sikhs is dead. A transitive property of mortality, you see.
I do not believe it. Too much theatre in Winchester. Overwrought prayers and wailing women.
Well, you could pay your respects and see for yourself. The funeral is today.
If he rots, I will leave with my silver. But if he lives, there's work to be done.
يكون يطلع هو
Watch your
هذا.
step, Eivor. He'll be a hefty corpse in death. Alive, he'd be much bigger. Whether you find or make a corpse, meet me at the Witten with your report.
انزين. الحين خلاص راح نحضر جنازة الأسقف هذا. جنازة مسيحية.
Sad day for Winchester.
Maybe now God will reward us with a man who truly believes in him.
Eternal bliss.
هذا هو ها؟ مستحيل هو.
Only his face was burned. That seems like a strange accident. And this corpse's build is slight, frail.
يعني بعده حي.
Do you not see? I am in prayer.
May we speak of your...
Have you no shame? Leave me.
I will leave you in peace. That
خليها ما مشكلة. في واحد هنا. هذا ضخم.
A stranger comes to Wember.
you do not mourn like they...
Wember is always here, helping the sleeping, singing to them, so they are not frightened before they meet God.
The sleeping? You mean the dead?
Wember helps the monks. Dig, dig, dig.
You dig the graves.
Have you seen Layoff? My poor friend. Poor Layoff.
What about the Bishop Aelfirth? Did you dig his grave?
No. I don't bury a lord in a pauper's husk.
لباس على.
Poor Layoff.
Someone heard your friend Layoff?
Yes. And while he slept, they stole his face.
مسكين.
Not just stolen, but burned. Threadbare clothes. Did they belong to Wember's friend? This funeral is a shadow play. The order killed an innocent, burned his face so no one could tell, and
يعني شلخ.
What now?
A pretty show you have laid on here, but I know the truth.
You would dare speak to me when my poor brother Aelfirth lies cold in his shroud?
Your brother is the Sikhs, and no more dead than I am.
Heresy. My brother was the Bishop of Winchester.
When Goodwin got too close to the truth about your brother's place in the Order, you buried him. Or rather, you buried another in his place. The poor gravedigger's friend. Burning his face so no one would know.
How did you... No, I...
Your brother is not in that crypt. Tell me where he is before more lives are lost.
I will not tell you anymore. Guards!
لا حول.
All right, have your way. They won't do it.
Getting away from me!
Guards, huh?
God won't let us lose.
Speak the bishop sister. تعالي تعالي تعالي. كيف تدري وش تو؟
Why will you not leave me alone?
Enough of this cat and mouse. Where's your brother, the one they call the Sikhs?
He is a ghost now, but he will make himself flesh once more at the Witten. And Alfred will be king no more.
He means to kill Alfred.
بيقتل ألفريد في الاجتماع.
No. The king will step aside and Aelfirth will lead us all, risen and resplendent as the Lord.
هذه بريئة
You are a
مسكينة.
damned fool.
بالسرعة بالسرعة بالسرعة. لازم الحق على كينج ألفريد. لا هذا بيهجم علي يمكن. ايوه لازم ادخل من هنا. عسى كينج ألفريد بخير.
The Sikhs must be hiding in the crowd, biding his time to strike at Alfred.
But the decay of English prose has been creeping. Not priest, clerk, or abbot can send a letter of their sermons from Latin
ايوه
to
الحين من فيهم عاد؟
And how can we understand God's words if they are not spoken in our tongue? Aelfirth is dead, and we mourn him. But the foul deeds of the unrighteous are sown among our holy deeds, like cockles and tares.
كل ذا السكس من وين فيهم مشكلة؟
Education, wisdom, enlightened thought. This will raise us above the sins of our fathers. These I will demand of the next Bishop of Winchester.
لحظة.
And so we meet.
Your God, mine!
By God, it's true. The Bishop.
Kill us all! God save us!
وين هو؟ هذا هو ها؟
Why do you defend this?
ايوه.
You scheming!
Greater men than you have died on my side.
بعذبك والله. كينج ألفريد. يلا اخويا هذا كلهم. فوز انت هنا.
Any last word, Ethan? For the order! Big mistake, your God!
خلاص دد. بس نتخلص من هذيلا. واخيرا مات. مسوي نفسه ميت. واحد ضخم والجثة هناك صعلوق. سوينا اخيرا. وهذا ها؟
How sweet is the shepherd's pipe when he calls his lambs to slaughter. I was born to Christians in the northern wilds. My mother would cradle me beneath the stars and whisper, dove-like, God watches over you.
هذا كله قتلهم هو.
Then your people came, and God fixed his stout eye as they slit her throat for a copper ring.
Pagans, huh?
No stars threw down their spears as barbarians smeared her blood through fields of broken wheat. God watched all, and I hated him.
It may be Alfred's God was testing you. A trial you failed.
Alfred's God is weak. Yet he would chain us all in his service, from our first breath to our death rattle. My order wishes to break these mind-forged manacles. I am the wolf in lamb's wool.
خلاص تميت عاد.
He takes on the role of a god himself. A worthy path to walk. A wolf is but a walking feast for ravens.
One more gift for you, Dane. A deadly truth, if you can find it. With my death, the Order will not die. It will only transform into something far worse for all of us.
Bye bye, my friend. مفتاح. حصلت مفتاح.
Aelfirth will not cheat Loki's dread daughter twice.
I owe you my life.
I owe you my life.
Lost on me, Alfred.
My king will go by back streets to the old minster. Eivor may find us there when all has settled.
مفتاح ليش هذا؟
My love! No!
جات هذه.
Curse you, Dane! My brother served God.
He wrapped himself in a death cloak to murder your king.
Shouldn't you rejoice at the death of a king? You are a heathen and a devil.
We both have more questions than answers. But if you know this key, perhaps we can help one another. Where is its home?
You treated me with kindness, but this damned order, their machinations killed my brother, so the rest may rot. Take this key to the ruins beneath the bishop's house. You may find answers there.
ايوه. حصلنا مفتاح. حلو. وهي قالت لنا نروح تحت البيت تحت الارض شيء كذا. في سرداب راح نحصل على المعلومات كلها اللي نريدها. تمبل مكانه هنا. اوكي. راح يكون مكانه هنا بس وين؟ يلا نتخلص من هذه مرة واحدة. شكله هنا صح؟ ايوه حلو حلو حلو. هنا بنحصل التمبل. نطلع تورش. تمبل هنا.
If Aelfirth's sister spoke true, I will find answers in the ruins.
ايوه هنا المفتاح يبطل لي هذا الباب.
The door to Aelfirth's secrets.
مكان معقد اي. اوكي. المهم هنا ما في شيء. investigation the progress. هذا ما ينفتح. اوه هذا لازم نفجره. بس يقرأ رسالة هو.
I will send this to Hytham. He may make some sense of it. The other side must be barred.
كيف نفتح هذا؟ اها نروح الصوب الثاني. نجي كذا. المهم اني فجرت نفسي معاه. انزين حصل بوكس. وغير انه في شيء ثاني هنا. Year of the Christian Jesus.
Everything they did was to undermine Alfred. She lied to me. There's nothing here of the order. I should see Alfred for my reward.
Find and speak with Alfred. Old Minister. أنا الكنيسة. راح نحصل ألفريد هنا. من هذا؟ كينج ألفريد. أمرك طيبة؟
Come forth, Eivor.
Here is far enough.
When wrongdoers came to devour my flesh, these enemies stumbled and fell.
Have the laws of hospitality been thrown out, Alfred? I did exactly as we agreed.
That you did. But do not mistake necessity for friendship.
You are a man of your word, a man of God.
Indeed. By his example, I live my life. Goodwin?
وش صاير؟
Here is the only silver fit for one of your dragon boats. A reminder of Christ's sacrifice and our charity.
أعطاه صليب.
This too I offer you. Live here among us in peace as a Christian, or die a pagan in a blood-soaked field. All you have to lose is life everlasting.
And if I choose neither?
He offers you hope, Eivor. A life of purpose, above and beyond this one. You'd be a fool to refuse.
Your reign will end, King of the West Saxons. Raven wings will beat until your throne crumbles to dust.
Damn.
You were wrong, Goodwin. This one is beyond saving.
ذاك المطوع من البداية. عبالي. Goodbye guys. Bye bye. Bye bye King Alfred.
You had your chance, damn you!
I did not want it.
Oh. كلهم بيهجموا علي. باي باي شردة. كينج ألفريد ناوي علي يدخلني المسيحية. ها
I will return to Hytham and Ranvi. They will want to know what happened here.
كيف فشلت من هنا الحين؟ City of Faith. أنا أريد أطلع من هنا يا شباب. باي باي اسكس. خلاص هربنا منهم. كينج ألفريد وراك أنا. ما خلصنا من كينج ألفريد. زين خون فيني في النهاية. لازم نسوي ريبورت حق راندفي وهيثم.
It was not rubbish. I intended to use it.
Ranvi, what is this?
Another dispute, I'm afraid, with Holger stirring the pot once again. Will you sit in judgment?
Judgments are the burden of a Jarl. This is Sigurd's duty now.
He refuses to leave his quarters. Right now, you are the only noble fit for this.
سيجرد ما جالس يسوي شيء. خليه يغني أنا اليار وخلاص.
Please, only until Sigurd recovers his strength.
All right, once more. Gudrun, Holger, come forward. You will state your cases and I will hear you out and be as swift in my judgment as I am able.
دايم على هذا الحالة ويجي سيجرد.
Gudrun, you may speak.
I have been robbed, Eivor. My property defaced. 3 days ago, I discovered some of my sailcloth missing. I scoured the settlement in search of it. Passing Holger's home, there I see it. Boldly displayed and worse, defaced, with scrawls and silly stories upon it.
Lies and slander!
Holger, quiet. You're well acquainted with the rules of this trial. Now, Gudrun, what did you do upon discovering your sailcloth?
I confronted him, demanding silver. For sil with Holger's inky scratching cannot be sold or bartered, can it? I ask only that I be paid for the property that was taken from me, yet he refuses.
So Holger took something that belonged to you and defaced it. Now you wish to be paid for the item. Do I understand?
That is right.
Holger, what say you in your defense?
Short days ago, I found a pile of mildew-stained detritus beneath the docks, and salvaged what I could. I wish to use it as a canvas, you see? As a conveyance for my latest works. The sailcloth was in such a state, and so obscured from view, I assumed it was refuse, abandoned goods.
I see.
My motives were honest, Eivor. Would a thief be so brazen as to display the fruits of his crime? Hardly. Yet here she claims I have robbed and defaced her property, when all I took was rubbish left by to rot.
Nonsense.
My only crime here is that I gave something ugly and decrepit a bold new life.
I see. So you feel Gudrun disposed of something and now unreasonably seeks its return?
Exactly. Yes.
All right, I have heard...
I might have profited from that cloth. Holger has all but robbed me of a future boon.
يا ربي.
It was garbage. Yet now it's a part of something greater. If anything, I have increased its value. You ought to thank me.
Oh, I will thank you with the back of my...
Quiet! Let me speak.
Holger is right.
After careful thought, it is clear that...
What is this? What are you doing?
سيجرد أنا عرفت.
Gudrun are at odds. I hope to find a resolution.
That duty is mine alone, Eivor. You know this. Stand aside.
You were not here, brother. Nor did I wish to bother you.
A sallow excuse for such a bold defiance. I hope you enjoyed it.
سيجرد.
Are you finished singing, my dear scout?
My Jarl, as I was saying,
Stop! Enough! I have heard more than enough to render my judgment. For as long as I've known you, Holger, you have spun words into lies. You weaken the minds of children and delude the minds of men.
I've shown you too many years of tolerance. And rather than exist in grateful meekness as Holger the liar, you sink lower. You become Holger the thief, robbing a woman of her livelihood, all in the name of your stupid stories.
Sigurd, you all know that is not the...
This is the consequence of your actions. You will pay Gudrun the value of 30 sailcloths.
30 شراع.
30 times? Surely you jest. That would ruin me, Sigurd.
Do I look like one to play pranks, Holger? Pay the fee, or be exiled.
Great, Jarl. If I may, I seek only compensation for a single sailcloth. The rest
30 times in silver. That is my judgment.
صار كريه سيجرد.
Eivor, please. Does this not seem unfair?
والله انه unfair.
Sigurd, the punishment must fit the crime. Your judgment is cruel and unfair.
Cruel and unfair? Oh no. No, you have it backwards. I am the definition of what is fair and what is not. I am your Jarl, the source of all right and wrong, the Lord of justice in this place. Without rank, without order, without a chain of command, life cannot endure. Chaos will reign. Do you understand?
As my brother and my Jarl, I back you, Sigurd. But in the face of injustice, I cannot help but speak.
Have you never in your life known when to hold your tongue, Eivor? Nor defer to those wiser than yourself? My judgment stands. 30 times the sailcloth's value. That is final.
Thank you, Lord, for hearing us out.
See to it that judgment is carried out exactly as I have said. Should the need arise again, do not fail to rouse me.
مسكين. حتى هي ندمت انها اشتكت.
My love.
My
I want to
love.
thank you for your judgment, Eivor. For stepping in when Sigurd would not, in spite of what happened.
Poor man.
تشبه
I've never
لاجرثا.
known him to be so angry and reckless. Is that a side you've seen?
Rarely. There have been moments when he was distressed, worried, afraid, but nothing like this. Never, ever like
هذا
this.
بيخرب
Let
القرية.
us do our best for him as we take care of our own. We're his best hope for healing.
If it is not too late. In the meantime, we press on.
The order in Winchester has been wiped out, but we are no longer welcome there. My contact was none other than King Alfred himself. The order wanted him dead, so he fought back.
Alfred. The line between friend and enemy is a porous one.